right, folks. It's about 10:21 on Wednesday morning, and we're going to go for a lap. So many people are confused. So many people are wondering what's up. So many people are wondering, why is this area so challenging? Why is the interchange corridors causing so many issues from a construction standpoint in the Akron area? To give you an idea of where I'm starting from, I just pulled over so I could get the video set up so I could go hands-free. I will not be checking comments. That way I'm not distracted. I'll just be narrating. So I'm just going to be driving and narrating and talking about the challenges that I experience as we go through this together, okay? I am in the Kohl's and Staples parking lot by Denny's and IHOP and what's over here, Golden Corral and Waffle House. And so I'm at Arlington. So I'm at Arlington Road, getting ready to get on 77 North, okay? Now, when we report to you guys, the verbiage that we use is just generic understanding of locations to give you guys an idea of what we're talking about. There's two terms we use. One is the 224 interchange, and two is the central interchange, okay? The central interchange in Akron, just for my verbiage and vernacular purposes, applies to where 77, 76, and Route 8 all intersect, okay? So right now, we're getting on the entrance to 77 North, and it's a short ramp, and it's a double ramp. So we got to yield on one side, and I'm on the main ramp now, and we're going into a construction zone immediately, and it automatically says 55 mile an hour recommendation and right lane closed ahead. All right, so just as I'm getting on, I'm already dealing with issues, all right, right at Arlington, okay? Now you can see we've got a wall to the left, and again, I'm just gonna be narrating. I'm gonna take us through, we're gonna do a lap. So I'm gonna go 224 interchange, go up the Kenmore Leg and around, and take a look at the central, just to give you guys an idea of what people go through every day and why there are so many issues. And I'm gonna try and identify those pinch points and narrate those issues as we go through them together, all right? So again, right now I'm on 77 North. I just got on at Arlington Road, all right? Traffic is very heavy right now. We're all going about 50, I'm going 52 miles an hour right now, okay? It's recommended 55. Here we are. Here's your first pinch point right here. We're already getting a right arrow. This right lane is closing. So now we're taking all that construction, all that congestion coming up from Canton, and we're taking it down to 2 lanes now. So now we're in 2 lanes heading up into the 224 interchange. This is where the problems happen every single day. And when I say every single day, I mean every single day, okay? Because as we're approaching the 224 interchange, now you have to make a decision, all right? If I understand correctly, I believe the right lane is closed and exit 224 east, half mile coming up, all right? So we do have a right lane exit, but we've also got a left lane exit, okay? So here we are, man. Look at what I'm following right now. This is sudden Final Destination. I've seen this movie. I think I'll stay back here. All right, so right here is a big pinch point area. This is where people make a lot of mistakes. This is where a lot of accidents take place. Right here. We're approaching 277, 224 interchange on 77 North. I'm going 52 miles an hour. I'm going to scoot by this truck real quick. I don't like being next to that. All right? So right there, right lane, you can exit off to 224 going east. Also, here's the thing. Look at the lanes. 1, 2, 3. You have to pick right now. You're either going straight or you're going left. And you have to make the decision right here, right now. And this is where a lot of accidents occur. Because watch what happens up here. We're going to go to the left. And we're going to get on 224, 277. All right? And we'll go over to the Kenmore Leg and take you around back down to Central Interchange. But look what happens. See the lane? See the lane? Do you see that car that just did that right in front of me way up there? They just jutted up right there and went to the right, okay? Right here is where people make mistakes every freaking day, and right there is where accidents happen every single day. Okay? Have your mind made up before you get to that intersection. Now, here we go. We're going on to 277, 224, and we are heading west. Take a look at this, the way that this works. We're dumping 3 lanes and 2 lanes into 1. All right? So all the 2 lanes you saw, they just merged. Boom, right there. And now here we go. We're going into 3 lanes, okay? Into 3 lanes on 224. But I mean, literally right on cue, you got to see a car do that right in front of me. They were in the lane and they were like, oh crap, I'm in the wrong lane, and they jutted over, okay? Every single day accidents take place there. Every day, all right? Now, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you guys over to the Kenmore Leg. All right, again, the vernacular is important here. The vernacular and the verbiage that we use. The 224 interchange is the southern interchange in that corridor. I call it the Route 8, Route 77 corridor in between those 2 interchanges. And then that top interchange, we call it the central interchange. All right? And for those that don't know, the Kenmore Leg is the short, we call it the Kenmore Leg. I realize that there's a small part of the highway that other people call the Kenmore Leg, but I refer to the Kenmore Leg as the part of the highway that joins 76 and 77 together. And we're about to go on that here in a minute. Once we scoot over on the Kenmore Leg, we're going to go around and take a right onto 76 and go down through that central Akron corridor that takes you by Main Street. All right. Now, just another thing to point out that we've dealt with already this morning. There have been several trucks and other vehicles that I have driven by that have shot ice and snow into the air. So in other words, people haven't cleaned off their hood, the top of their vehicles, and big chunks of ice are flying into traffic. Just one more thing for motorists to have to deal with, all right? Okay. But yeah, every single day we're reporting on these, and every single day there are accidents all over this area, okay? And I'm showing you guys why. There's another pinch point I want to talk about that people brought up yesterday. When you're getting onto the Kenmore Leg from 77 South to go on the Kenmore Leg, 3 lanes turn into 2 with no lines. So they just expect you to kind of do your own thing and to kind of play nice. And because most people in both directions are going uphill, their tendency is to come up that hill slower. And so far, most people play nice, okay? But that's another issue that probably needs to be addressed. I don't know how they could fix it now because it's already done. And that's going from, so if you're going 76 west onto 224 onto the Kenmore Leg, and 77 south onto 277 on the Kenmore Leg, there's a merge point there that everybody's been talking about that it's not a good scenario. It's dumping 3 lanes into 2, and it does it in about 5 seconds. All right, so here we go. We are now passing Tri-County Pallet and Mulch, one of our sponsors. They're off to the right. I'll be doing a fun little video with them coming up here in a couple weeks, where I actually will get to physically construct a pallet live on site, and they can all make fun of me because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so we are now on what I and many Akronites refer to as the Kenmore Leg. Some people call it the little stretch on 76 up ahead. But right here is the joiner between 76, 77, and 224, 277. All right, so it's the part that goes through Kenmore. All right. Now what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to go to the right, stay to the right, and we're going to go in down toward Akron and toward the central interchange. And again, what I call the central interchange is where the Ocho turns into 77 and joins with 76 in both directions. Okay, that's the central interchange. The majority of construction that's taking place is all around that interchange, and if you pay attention, they're starting to put in the big columns of the expansions that are going to have the new bridges. And if I were to guess, if I were to guess as to what it will physically look like when it's all said and done, it is most likely going to take on the shape and form of what you see at 77 and I-480. You know, you see those bridges, they're all up and down. It's three-dimensional. You got to think three-dimensionally. And that's the look that I'm guessing is going to happen at the Central Interchange. And it's going to completely change the way that area looks, and it's going to completely change the way that area is driven. All right? Here we go. So we are finishing up our little jaunt on the Kenmore leg, and I'm getting ready to go on to 76, and we are heading on 76 East. Okay? When I saw this area earlier, it was completely congested and backed up. I'm hoping it's not now. And this was on the way to take the kid to school, and it looks like we are going to be in some traffic here. All right? This is good, though. This shows you the pinch points. All right? So take a look. Look at these signs. Look at the way that they're doing it. So off to the left, they're already reducing it to 1 lane. Look here, they're reducing 3 lanes into 2 lanes. And again, there's no merge right there. There's no merge. It's immediate. Okay? So now they're even pushing 1 lane over further. Okay? These are the pinch points that people run into, and these are the pinch points that are causing all the accidents. All right? So you got 2 lanes going down to 3, and at the same time, you got another highway merging in. Okay? These are the areas where you really just need to slow the F down. Like, for real. The biggest cause of most of these accidents is people being in a hurry. Okay? So slow down and take your time, and you'll get through all these. But look, now we're down to 2 lanes. So again, I'm on 76, and I'm on 76. Look at this. Look at this. I got this truck coming over. I'm just gonna let him over because he's not gonna stop. So there goes a dump truck, probably working on the construction crews, and they just are going where they're gonna go, and I just let them in because I'm nice. But that's the whole point here. All these pinch points, there's so much traffic, so much congestion, and everything's being restricted. Okay? You get a broken down vehicle down here, and it causes issues. All right? Lakeshore is over here to the right. You got downtown, you got Route 59 over here to the right. Okay? These areas are all open, but again, these are all congestion points. Look at what we're doing here. We got 2 lanes now going down through here. Okay? Construction people are actively working in the site. Construction men and women are actively walking around. All right, outside in the coned areas. Okay, so you got to be slow and you got to be careful. Bam, pothole. Bam, another pothole. All right, you can feel it. You can feel it. All right, so there's so many issues that are happening in these zones, and the most important factor is your speed. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. If everyone were to just go 50 to 55 miles an hour and take it easy. Now look here, I'm already confused. Look at me, I'm in an exit only lane to go to Main Street downtown. I don't want to do that, all right? But then all of a sudden it's not an exit only and everything jaunts over to the left, okay? So even right there, there's some confusion because it had to, All right, so now here we are. We got a little respite, tiny little respite of 3 lanes wide, no construction zone, and it says end road work. And that end road work sign right there, that sign is a lie. That sign is a lie. Because we have 2 miles of happiness, and then we are right back into the zones, okay? So pay attention when you're in these interchange areas. Pay attention to the lanes, pay attention to your speed, all right? Number 1 factor causing all these accidents is speed, all right? I just got up to, I don't even know what the speed limit is here. I'm not going to tattle on myself, but the natural instinct is to start cruising because, hey, oh my gosh, we got freedom, all right? This car's over here. They're trying to get over. I'm going to get in front of them. All right. And now here we go. We're right back into the zones. Okay. So this is the central corridor. This is this Akron Central Interchange is what I refer to this when we're reporting. Okay. So pay attention. Right now, there's no construction. You can look. You see all the cranes? Those are all those big bridge expansions that are going up. You can see the columns are going up there. That's what they've been doing. All right, so here we go. That was our little brief no road work, and bam, we're right back in road work zones. North, south, east, and west, okay? Work in, exit in the lane, pay attention, all right? So as we go, here we go. This is the Central Interchange. We're going on to 77 South, all right? You can see the bridge columns, all right? Now, as we go in this corridor, watch this exchange here. It's the same thing. We got 1 lane off to the right coming in of traffic. We got our lane coming in here. We got 2 lanes coming in from the Ocho. This is the end of Route 8 becoming 77 again, right here. And all of a sudden, we've got lane closed, all right? So we got Lover's Lane, it's closed. You're looking around. Nobody, if somebody's not from Akron, they're looking at these signs, they're like, where the hell do I go now? All right, so pay attention. Here we go. We pinch point, and now we just, all those 5 lanes now come into 4. So here we're on the 4 lanes, okay? We've got, this exit is open, all right? So Archwood, Firestone Boulevard is open. Wilbith is open. But right at these pinch points is when all these things all these accidents are occurring, okay? Because there's so much congestion coming together, and bada bing, bada boom, people have accidents, okay? And it's every freaking day. It's like clockwork. I can tell you, I already know what I'm going to see at 8 a.m. when I go to Ogo, and I already know what I'm going to see at 3:45 to 5:30 p.m. when I go look at Ogo. We're going to see the exact same accidents in the exact same places. And it's because people are going too fast, and they're confused by the lanes, and they make mistakes at the last second, and they crack into each other like dodgems. Okay? All right, this will conclude our tour, but you can see here we're coming on the other interchange. So we just did a full lap of the 2 interchanges. All right, so that gives you all those pinch points, and it shows you where those issues are. But you see we're coming in from the other direction now on that 277, 224 corridor, and you can see the way that, look at the signage, all right? Again, people are looking at the signs, especially if you're not from the Akron area. You don't know where you're going right now, all right? So I'm going to get in the exit only lane to 277, 224. Yes, I used my turn signal, all right? But look at here. Now we pinch point, and here we are, right back. Boom, 3 lanes, 4 down to 3, and then here we go. And then it goes 3 down to 2, and you got to pick this lane, and right here, right there, accidents every single day. Every day, right there. Look at, you can see the, oh my gosh, you can see the guardrails are just mangled and gone at that point. Every day, right there, people get confused. Now look at me, I'm coming in this, I got to yield. Remember, this is where we go from 3 lanes, and all of a sudden, okay, we got to yield in, boom, and now we're down to 2 lanes again, and then it yields up ahead and down to 3 lanes again. All right? This isn't a lecture. This is a plea. Slow the F down. If you slow down, it will alleviate 95% of these accidents. Okay? That's all I got. Let me get over. I don't want this car. There's a truck to my left. Crap. I don't like this. I don't like this. Ugh. But again, so many issues on these highways, and it's every single day. All right? Well, public service announcement complete. That's all I got. We'll see you guys in a bit. Lots of stories going on right now. Lots of stories. Hopefully we'll bring you some happy stuff soon. Until then, I don't know where I'm going. But there ain't no sense of being late. Everybody out there, say goodnight, Shirley.